Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today I wanted to make a video about the solstice on the 21st and the 22nd. So I just had somebody ask me a question about how I celebrate the solstice, any rituals, etc. that I do, and so I figured I would just make a short video to explain my take on the solstice and what I'm doing for it. So as you can see, I don't have any lights on, I just have candlelight, so for the entirety of Yule, which is the day before the solstice, the day of the solstice, and the day after the solstice, I'm trying my best to not have any synthetic lights, just sunlight and candlelight, and obviously moonlight at night. And the reason for this is because the solstice is the longest night of the year. It's when you go into the depths of your shadow, and so it just doesn't feel or seem right to have so many lights going. So I'm also trying, obviously today is an exception because I'm filming this video, but for tomorrow and the day after to not have any electronics or anything, so I can be completely looking within and within myself and steering away from anything that's kind of artificial or synthetic. And so one thing that I am going to be doing this solstice is candle meditations, and I learned candle meditations from my University of Metaphysics school that I'm a part of. And so a candle meditation is you just stare at this candle for 5 to 10 minutes, whichever feels right for you, and then you close your eyes and you just see the pictures that come up within your third eye. The first time that I did this, I saw a cactus and a unicorn, which were the most significant things that I saw, and literally every day after that for 2 or 3 months, I saw a cactus and unicorn every day. It was really odd, but I find candle meditations are very, very profound and very, very magical and can have so many synchronicities with them. So last year was the first year that I celebrated Yule in the solstice, and why I was so, I guess, attracted to it was because I love the sun. I love the sun and the solar deity so much. And so I think it's absolutely beautiful that there's this day that people carve out to essentially be thankful for the sun coming back, because Yule and the solstice is part of the wheel of the year, so the wheel of the year is turning, and Yule is kind of like this, the darkest night, right? The dark night of the soul, all this stuff. Ever since Halloween and Samhain, we've been going inward. We've been being called to face our shadows, look deep into our shadows. So if you've noticed in the past few months, or especially since the 12/12 portal, so much stuff is coming up because it's our shadow, and because it's the longest night of the year, we're being called to face that. We're being called to face our longest night. We're being called to face the parts of ourselves that hold us in these deep, dark nights. And once we face our own shadow, as it's being externally manifested by it being the longest night of the year, we then get more sunlight each and every day. And I think that's so beautiful that we get more sunlight each and every day, because the sun is also ascending as we're ascending on the planet, but the sun is already like a fifth density being, like the sun's going into the sixth density. So every day after the solstice, the sun's going to be out more and more each day. Therefore, people are going to be getting more and more light codes each day. It's freaking beautiful, if you ask me. So the solstice for me is really a time to look inwards, to find balance, to reflect on the past year, since it happens towards the end of the year, and to really think, what did I do this year that I don't want to keep in the next year? What should stay in the night? And then on the other hand, what do I want to bring into the sun? What do I want to shine light on? What parts of myself have I repressed or suppressed that deserve to be pulled out from this night and shined upon? So a lot of what has the potential to come up during a solstice, as well as things that you can just reflect and look upon, are we all have different selves. We're all composed of multiple selves. When we were children, we adopted these different selves so that we could find love, so that we could find food and survival. So a lot of these identifications that we hold so deeply within us were mechanisms and ways for us to then get love from other people, or find food, or find shelter, things that were very, very, very survival. And these selves aren't necessarily us, right? They're just things that we develop during childhood, because if we didn't have them, we would not find love, we wouldn't find food, etc. So On the other hand of these different selves is the things that we repress. So say you had to be a very hardworking person throughout your entire life, or else you wouldn't be accepted. You then have this other self that's kind of inside and repressed, that's more relaxed or lazy, but I like the term relaxed more just because it's more positive. So you have these inner selves that you've pushed down and suppressed because if you showed them, you weren't able to survive when you were growing up as a child. So these selves are still inside of us, and if we don't shine light on them, they're just going to keep getting buried and buried and buried. And so something that you can do on the solstice is look at your main personality traits, find the opposites of them, and then shine light on those opposites because they're parts of you too, and they don't deserve to be suppressed anymore. And that's kind of what the night's all about, right? To bring and shine light to the darkest parts of you, because it's literally the darkest night of the year, and everybody has darkness in them, and you need to shine light on that darkness, right? Okay, just to end this video off, I am going to do an Ascension card reading. I couldn't tell you if you can even see this right now, but the Ascension cards by Diana Cooper, I use them in my 12/12 Portal course, as well as my Ascension readings that I do. So it's all about how to accelerate your ascension, where you are on your ascension, and ascension is kind of another word for evolutionary growth. So I like to use these cards in videos for collective purposes because you can really see through them kind of where we are on a collective level. So I'm going to ask now, what do we as a collective need to know about where we are on our ascension or evolutionary journey during the solstice? I'm going to do one more card. I guess two. So we got 4 cards from the Ascension card deck, and interestingly enough, 2 of them are from different star systems, and there's only 3 cards in the whole deck about that. So the veil is very, very thin during a solstice, and so it's a beautiful day to connect with your guides. And so if you are a Pleiadian or Syrian starseed, which are the 2 cards that we got, again, I'm not sure if you can see them, but I would highly suggest connecting to your Pleiadian Syrian collectives that day, as they will be more easily accessible. The other cards we got are the Fire Dragon card. So the Fire Dragon card is all about removing negativity and healing different places in your life. So you could use this card as a suggestion to find places in your life that are negative, or find places in your life that need healing, and then you can call upon the Fire Dragon. So for example, if you're having a bad experience with a family member, call upon the Fire Dragons to clear all negativity from that relationship. Trust that they will do this, and they will. The Fire Dragons are also overseen by Archangel Gabriel, so you can call upon him at any point during this day. And the last card we have is the Huna Prayer. So from the Huna Prayer card, it's kind of telling you a prayer that you can do, I guess, on the solstices. The purpose is it's saying address your prayer to an angel or master of your choice. So this could be like Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael, or the Pleiadians, the Syrians, whichever person, collective, or group you feel most drawn to. And then state your request 3 times in positive terms. Sit with your palms up and say, may the rain of the blessings fall, so be it. Say this for 30 days, and the universe will guide this blessing towards you. So the solstice is also a time for manifestation, especially as we're getting closer to the solar eclipse, and as we're getting closer to the new moon happening on the 26th. If you want more information about that, I do have a solar eclipse mini course. I'll link that in the description box below. But really focus on asking what you would like for this new year, and remember to do this on an individual and a collective level as well, because I feel like in the New Age spiritual community we really focus on just manifesting things for ourselves, but I really think that we should use this powerful manifestation tool to manifest on an individual level, but also on a collective level. So that's service to self, but also service to others. So I really hope you learned something from this video, and I hope you have a magical Yule and a magical solstice. Peace.